Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Cicale's Corner Unfiltered Mafia Roundtable with your host who's banged up again, Dominick Cicale. Let me turn this light. I think I'm getting too much red. There we go, folks. Hope everybody had a great day, enjoyed your New Year's Eve day yesterday. Hope everybody didn't drink too much, didn't get too messed up for New Year's Eve. But I'm sure everybody enjoyed themselves and had a good time. So we'll start off the show. It's going to be a good show. We're going to be talking about Fat Gigi the Whale. His name is Louie Inglese. And we're also talking about, excuse me, folks, Richie Roco. His nickname was the Horse. I knew both of them, knew their kids. Fat Gigi, his family, a lot longer, a lot more intertwined into my family, my mother. One of his is actually stepdaughter. So we'll go into all that. We'll talk about that, all the heroin that was being sold back then, back in the days. And, hopefully some people hear some new things. But first off, I want to thank everybody from coming on. Kevin, good to see you. Cynthia, Philly, Bob, German. Gave you a shout out yesterday. We missed you yesterday's show. Hope all is well. Love seeing you. Love your comments and everything else. We have liquidations. Thank you for coming on. Francisco. And then I'll go through everybody else. This is just Emoji Boy. Good to see you. Hope everybody really enjoyed your New Year's Eve and had a good time. So, but without further ado, as James Proctor would say, people, go to egvodka.com, order it today. And there was even a commenter yesterday that said he doesn't like rats, but he said Joey Molino was lying, that EG Vodka is excellent. Very good vodka. So thank you for that. Appreciate your honesty. Props, shout outs. egvodka.com. Go there, order it today. Try it for yourself, folks. You have to try it. Just invest in the money. You'll love the vodka. You'll be hooked on it. Trust me. You have 3 flavors: rosemary lavender, good with a pink lemonade. We have Earl Grey sage. It's good with the espresso martini. Also raspberry iced tea. Believe it or not, really good. And then the regular, it's good straight up. Chill it. And then you can put whatever mixture you want. But go to egvodka.com. Order it today. 100% organic, gluten-free. And don't forget to check out my boy Joe Barone at the Goodfella Podcast. People, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That's all I ask from my followers. And see, folks, I have to wear my Italian Portofino. This was when I was in Italy. Picked this up. I have to wear some zip-ups. I can't put everything on still. See all the, you have this side, you have this side, all banged up, but we're coming in. I told you I'll be looking like a chia pet. I need the big clippers. I was joking with my wife. I said, imagine if I got locked up again. And because when they locked me up, they put me in the SAMS Act. So for 4 months, I had no visits, no commissary, nothing. Terrorists. Picture 4 months, my eyebrows growing. They'll be down to here. I'll look like, hey, where is he? I could braid them up. But all joking aside, I came out. I was going to take off, and I said, you know what? That's not me. I don't care. This is something I wanted to do. So I did it. Not embarrassed, just the way it is. So, and to show you people. So for any of you who are considering, once you see the results, after I heal up, it'll be about maybe 3 to 6 months that you'll see results. If you like it, I was your guinea pig. I'll refer you, and I'm sure that we'll work out something that my viewers will get a discount if people are interested. So with that, we'll go into today's story as always. So, and the sad part, folks, you have 2 guys who are in the street that I'll be talking about today. Both they were dealing in Harlem, Bronx, both basically Bronx guys. Fat Gigi, I was in school with his son, Louie Inglese. Sharp kid. Tough, built like a bull, solid. Really nice kid. And then the Roccos, his wife lived in Hazel Towers, the same building I lived on Mulford Avenue in the Bronx. They had two kids. And wait till I tell you how he had the two kids, because when he got locked up, she wasn't pregnant. So we'll go into that. But it's sad because when these two individuals came home, they chose different paths, and neither one of them were really successful. Of course, when they came home, the people that were behind them, which I will be talking about that as well, they never went. I know one of the guys. I don't think he ever went away in the Rocco case, but they took care of the families. They did the right thing, and that's what it was about back in the day, folks. You go to jail, you're with a group, they take care of you. But when they came home, they received a few dollars, and then it was sad because at the end of the day, well, not sad, he was content. Richie Roco was driving a cab, and Fat Gigi was just hanging out, partying like a rock star. And I'll tell you, I ran into him on a few occasions in the city, and it was amazing because he is a legend. The two of them are a legend. More so is Fat Gigi because he was just jovial, funny guy. But Richie Rocco too had a name. His nickname was the Horse. They was coming home from jail. So I'll go into stories, and then we'll take it from there. Fat Gigi was the type of guy, got busted, we all know, on a heroin pinch back, I think, in the late 70s, downtown. And back then, Harlem, I mean, you could actually double, triple park your car and nobody bothered you, people talking. That's what was nice about the life back in the day. And I got to experience some of that in the 80s. Go down to Harlem and just, with the guys. And it wasn't triple park, but double park, yes. And we just hang out. People coming over to the window talking, you getting out, hanging out, maybe grab a beer, who's smoking a joint. It was just hanging out, having a good time. Music blasting, who pulls up. I mean, 2, 3 in the morning, it was like it was in the afternoon. And that's what it was about. I mean, just the streets were good back then. They were fun, like everybody was around. But back in Gigi and Rocco's day, I think it was even more exciting. So you had a lot of Italians down there. A lot of them were migrating to the Bronx, going up there, Brooklyn, mostly in the Bronx. Harlem guys in the Bronx are similar in the Italians. The Brooklyn facet really didn't like Harlem and Bronx guys because we dealt with Black, Hispanic, and they were more tightly knit with the Italian communities. Howard Beach as well. But Bronx guys are all known for drug dealing, all of them. From Fat Gigi, Richie Rocco, we have Anthony Bouat, we have Vinny Bazile. Who else? The list goes on, folks. We have Ernie Boy, we have Donnie DeFario, Angelo Prisco, Johnny Echoes. You could go on and on and on. What's his name? Juju, Rizzo. They were all heroin dealers at different levels, of course. But Jerry Salerno was another guy, old timer. Wait till I tell you stories about with Jerry. I mean, really ornery. My uncle, you had a guy lived in Fort Lee who was also from down there. Slugger, I don't know his name, but he was my uncle's partner. There's another few. I mean, just a bunch, a lot of heroin guys, and they were banging it out, making money. But it's sad because these two individuals, we'll talk about Gigi, when he came home, basically sitting in the clubs, hanging out, laughing, having a good time, partying, drinking. And like I said, I went to school with his son, Louis. He had a sister, Carol, and then the stepsister, Josephine, which Josephine was married to a guy named Bothy, who was my father's best friend. And while my father was away, my father was also away for heroin dealing. And Bothy wound up getting killed. But Josephine had 2 kids, Ducky, which is Louis Lombardi, and then Anthony Lombardi, and I told the story with Joey Melnish with Anthony. So we were all close. I mean, close. Our mothers would go out. We would all be babysitting, and just have a babysitter come over. But I was young. So that's how tightly knit the family was. And it's just sad because these guys, like Fat Gigi was definitely a legend, but when he came home, he didn't work. Whatever little gigs he had, whether it be lending money, I don't really know, but I know he didn't work. I know he was partying. And one night that I recall, I met him up in the city. I just happened to go to a place. I took a girl, a young lady out. Name was Doreen. Gorgeous. I mean, drop dead gorgeous. Dark hair, green eyes. And she's from the Bronx. And really, just Doreen and I never really hooked up. We dated a lot, but it came to a point. She's like, she knew I was looking to settle down. I don't think she was ready, but there was a comment like, just give it a few years and then we'll settle down. And I was like, a few years? I'm not waiting. You ain't that bad. But she was really, I liked her a lot. I really liked her a lot, the way she carried herself like a lady. So I took her out on a few different occasions. But one night we're in the city. Gigi's there, group, and comes over. We say hello to each other, hug and kiss each other, and he hugs and kisses Doreen. He knows Doreen. She says, "Oh, he's trying to get me in bed so bad," and we were laughing about it. Like Gigi was just ornery. I said, and I'm looking at him saying, he's probably blasting, like just having a good time, drinking, but really, really a good guy. And I do have a lot of Fat Gigi stories. Back in the day, he was very close with Arnold Squitieri, who became the boss of the Gambino crime family, and Funzi, Alphonse Siska. They were all close. So was Ernie Boy, who went away also for drug trafficking. And them too, Arnold Squitieri, Alphonse Siska, they were in the heroin trade back then, all from Harlem. So that's what it was about. Now you have Richie Roco, the horse. Richie Roco, his wife, what they did was, and I heard this through his nephew years back, his nephew through marriage, that is, because everybody wondered how the hell did his wife, and I forgot her name, it'll probably come back to me during the story, but how did she get pregnant? Because she gave birth. He's in jail, and the kids were much younger. So I remember them in Hazel Towers. One was, and I'm going back to the 80s. One might have been 2, the other might have been 5 or 6. What he did was he had a visit. I'm pretty sure, I think it was a legal visit. They brought in one of those plastic ice coolers. He put sperm in a tube and got it out. So she was artificially inseminated with sperm. But him in particular, I even know more so, he was around the guy, Frangoots, who was a captain at that time that I know. He was a captain in the Genovese crime family. And also he had El Jams with him. El Jams was a lumber yard on Westchester Avenue. The Espositos owned it. But Frangoots was behind it. It was his joint. Big lumber yard, massive. At that time, there was no Home Depot, so they were crushing it in the Bronx. So with that, I remember seeing, I think Carol, I'll get her name in a minute. Anyway, all the kids, they had all their little jewelry on, their chains. This woman didn't want for anything. Nice car, whatever she wanted, she had. And Frangoots was taking care of them. So obviously, he was behind whatever Richie Roco was doing with the heroin. He was behind it. He was his backer. He never got caught. Richie Roco went away. So with that, Frangoots did the right thing. That's what Cosa Nostra was about back then. This lady didn't want for anything. Richie didn't want for anything when he was in jail. He took care of the family. He lived up to his obligations. And that's what's different nowadays, folks. That's why there's so much treachery in the life. There's no loyalty. That's part of loyalty. Your boy goes away. He's holding it down. You have to take care of his family. And I mean, they were taken care of very well. You could see she didn't want for anything. The kids didn't want for anything. They had the best bicycles, everything. Like you could tell. It's like different clothes. They had more sneakers than I had back then. Um, it was crazy. It was really crazy, but he did the right thing. And I look at it as a sad thing. And I got to know more about Richie Rocco from the Rodolfos. There was Terry Rodolfo, who was the mother, and I was dating Selena. And then Charisse. The Charisse I talk about that was married to Joey Relay and then went with Michael Washwoman, bitch boy, Mancuso. So with that, they were close with Terry was close with Richie Rocco as well. He always used to go over the house. This is before he got arrested, hang out. Terry was a sweetheart. Loved her, loved her, loved her. She adored me. She knew my father very well. Really, really nice woman. Oh, and also their brother Blaze, who worked in El Jam. So I was really close with that family, especially I went to the fight to stick up for Blaze, and Johnny Echo's son Guy pulled out a gun, and I happened to get shot. So Blaze was like, "Oh my God, he got shot for me," and I was there for them. So I had a really close bond with that family. So much so, and I'm going to go into it with Michael Washburn. I'm going to bring this back up because he's just such a bitch. But at another date, I'll definitely bring it up. So it dawned on me today again. So with Richie Rocco, so I heard a lot of stories about him. Great guy, always a big sport with the money, as all the drug dealers usually are, because the money's coming in so fast, it goes out just as quick. But when he did come home, the man, I don't know, maybe I know Frank Goots had to take care of him, give him money, start up a job, whatever, put money on the street. But it got to a point, him and his wife, they split. He was driving a cab, Crosby Cabs he was driving, but he seemed content. I got to give him props for doing that. Me, myself, I would have never, I don't know. I don't know. Just, I guess, times change. Couldn't make it. A lot of these drug dealers, they come home back in the day and streets would change. They were different. Everything's different. They couldn't get their earn on. Another big drug deal was Sally Larker Sr., another guy. And all these kids, and I'm going to talk about the kids too at a later date, because they all had silver spoons in their mouth. And come to think of it, as I'm putting this story together, I'm thinking about all the kids I grew up with, from Tugboat I have a lot of people that I haven't even shared with you people, that all the kids, off the top of my head, they're all busters. Nobody can make a living. And it's just amazing. All these kids that were brought up with silver spoons. I mean, even Tug, one of his birthday parties I was at, showed a check. The father gave him a check for $20,000 as a birthday gift. I think it was his 16th birthday. $20,000 birthday gift back in the 80s, folks. It's unheard of. And just, he wound up passing away of cancer. May he rest in peace. Great, great young kid. But he was more legitimate, college. The father did the right thing. But it's sad. And then seeing Richie driving a cab, I'm like, wow, how must that feel? Like, he driving a cab, you're getting tips from people when you would pay for people's cabs and give them money for tips. But you know what? I got to give him props for stepping up. And that had to be difficult. That had to be really difficult. I couldn't, especially in the neighborhood, I couldn't picture myself. I would have to go maybe to a different neighborhood and drive a cab where nobody knows me. It's just, that's a humbling. I got to give him props for that. The courage he had to do that. And it's just pride, his pride and everything. But that's about it. But he took care of himself, both guys. Fat Gigi, like I said, his son Louis, I had a lot of fun with him. A lot of fun. I mean, in school, we were in the same class, so we were terrorizing. I remember one time he brought a stink bomb to school. He stepped on it. They evacuated the school. They got us out. They thought one of the pipes broke. That's how bad it smelled. And we were laughing. Then, of course, principal got word of it, and he got expelled. I mean, it was just one thing after another. But and that was in St. Benedict's, folks. But what a small world, how Heard about the fathers. My father was away. My uncle was away, all for heroin. Everybody was away for heroin. Everybody was all big heroin dealers back in the day. And just how times have changed. And it's sad. And I'm just one of the lucky ones. Maybe I always had the hustle in me as far as a young kid. I wanted money. I would sell from raffle tickets, and you get to keep a certain amount. My raffle tickets, my chocolate bars for school. Always had a hustle. The decal stickers, I would get the defective decal stickers. I'd sell them in school. At the time, they might have been going for a quarter, 50 cents in the machines. I would sell them 5 and 10 cents and just flip them out, flip them out, flip them out. Always doing something, fireworks, shoe shining. I always wanted that hustle, always had that hustle mentality in me to make money. And even with the drugs, got that, boom, got popped. Was out 4 months, got popped again. Got popped to murder, then drugs. They wanted me to cooperate, wouldn't do it. Came home, and I just said, you know what? I'm going to do it legit. And don't get me wrong, I did a lot of illegal, but I would say 95% of what I had was legit. And then, of course, with the sports book, we had that. We had people running it. I never took sports action. We just had partnered up. We bankrolled it. And we enforced it, made sure if there was collections to be made, we get paid. And then with the ecstasy, selling that, marijuana, whatever we could do, we would do. We're gangsters. But most of my money was legit. So, and I have to be fortunate. I always was creative, especially this last time coming home from jail. It was difficult. Just picture, and I said this once before, maybe twice, 3 times before, and I'll say it again. Coming home at the age in my 40s, not knowing the area, not knowing anybody. Picture, here's what it feels like. If everybody could reflect back to their first day of school, whether it be kindergarten, first grade, you go in, you don't know anybody, everything's strange. But at that young age, you acclimate a lot quicker to your environment. And after a week, you know everybody in the class. And then you grow from there. Being 40-something years old, that's what it felt like. Without having the resources of going to school, meeting everybody for the first time. So it was pretty scary, but I've always had to get up and go to make money, to do my own thing, and I was fortunate God had blessed me in that way. But it was difficult. But that's what I'm going to be putting together, folks, with Cicale's Corner Unfiltered. We're going to have segments on. I'm going to do coaching, building people's self-esteem, going for your dreams. Remember, people don't laugh at your dreams aren't big enough. And you may fail. You may fail through my coaching, but I'm going to pick you back up, help you strive to keep on going forward. We're going to deal with mental, we're going to deal with physical, and we're going to deal spiritually, and we're going to deal with finances too. Little dollars. You don't need much. We'll show you how to invest, put it in the stocks, go back and forth. I'm not licensed for a broker. I'm not licensed for anything whatsoever. Everything in life is a risk. You sit back in the cut, you don't take the risk, there's no reward. I'm going to show you how to take risks from my trial and error, help you build successful company, successful, feeling good about yourself, successful in every way, shape, or form. Doesn't matter. You fall once, twice, 3 times with me. I'm here to pick you back up. That's what my lessons are going to be. You're not going to be one of these guys, one of these women sitting on the couch. I can't do it. I don't have enough money. We could start with $100. We could start with $1,000, $10,000, whatever it is. Put a little bit aside, invest. And we build it up. We'll build it up, build up the portfolio, build up your self-esteem to go out there, take the risk to open up a business if you believe in something, opportunities. And let me tell you something, folks. Once we put this group together, and we're going to weed everything out because I'm on different platforms of levels. And if I see something I like, I might tell you, hey, come on, I want to come on board. You need to start up cash. Here it is. And we could do it that way as well. But I have a lot of resources. I built up a lot of lenders now behind me, which is good to have. I went through a lot these past few years, But all my debts were paid, just constantly paying it. And now I'm just at a plateau where everything's flowing smoothly. Nice, thank God. I would knock on my head, but I have too many scars, so knock on wood. But I'm blessed in that sense. So with that, we're going to be putting a lot together, and that's it. So, folks, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's get these numbers up. Also, let me start answering questions. But before I do, let me go to my boy. Where is it? Where is he? The German. Thank you, as always, for the contribution, German. Much love and respect. Here goes the German, and I know he's starting, so let me grab my bottle. And, folks, this is not me. This is the German's plug-in. Wishing everybody a great start to the new year. And what better way to start than a delicious, fresh, crisp bottle of Gigi vodka, now available in 3 fantastic flavors and 100% organic. So people, go to egvodka.com, order it today. 100% gluten-free and organic. German, thank you as always for the contribution, the plug-in. Much love and respect. German, by the way, please send me your address. I have some shirts I want to send you with all the rest of the people while I'm bagging them up before I get to the post office. That's the least I could do for you. I would send you the vodka, but it's illegal. I can't do it. So one day you'll have it. Cynthia, my dear, thank you so much for the contribution. She says, salute to you, Dom. You're a real one, 100%. I started watching you because of Vlad TV. Cynthia, thank you. And I think you also, I have you for the T-shirts, right? So you'll be getting them soon. But thank you so much, Cynthia, for the contribution. You didn't have to. Thank you. Folks, I'm trying to get on Joe Rogan's show. He had an email. I emailed him. I told everybody that. Not a correct email. They all bounced back from all my different, from my company's address, my personal, my Mafia Roundtable. They all bounced back. So if you can, folks, reach out to Joe Rogan. Tell him I want to go on that show. I have stuff that we could expose big time, especially with politicians. A lot of things. A lot of things. So, yeah, Sam the Man. Yes, German, we did miss you yesterday. That's for sure. And I gave you a shout out too yesterday. Philly Bob, Dom, I like the way you take negative comments along with the good and you put them in their place. That's a real man. Listen, I'm okay. Philly Bob, I'm all right with that. The only time you see when I get really upset is when they just start talking stupid stuff like I'm gay or this. Like, bro, like now you're coming out of the side of your neck. I'm not going to be disrespected that way. I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to run from the comments. But come on, enough's enough. Like now they're upset because now, see, I'm getting eyebrows back. So they can't F with me. I have eyebrows. Now they say, oh, look at those shaggy ass eyebrows. But I don't care. I wanted to get it done anyway. So anything to in this day and age, yes, I am vain, just like the other people, everybody out there. 90% of people are vain in this world. So, and that's it. That's all I have to say. German, hope you had a great New Year's, Dom. Yes, I did. It was quiet because I just had my surgery the day before. Actually, New Year's Eve. Sending you much love and respect from the land down under. Much shout outs to you, German. Appreciate it. Liquidations Inc. Big Dom, happy 25th, brother. Thanks so much for the T-shirt update yesterday. I'm losing my mind checking the mail daily. No, you'll get them. You'll get them. They didn't go out. They'll be going out. Don't worry. Got you. Have you covered. I'll let everybody know when they do go out. I'm trying to go to the post office when I have everything packaged. Remember, I'm by myself. I have close to 150 T-shirts that are going out. So it's a lot of time packaging them, put the labels on, and that's it. Francisco, good to see you again, Cynthia. Much love and respect, and thank you. Lee B. Hey, Dom, greetings from the UK. Got UK in the house, folks. Love the UK. Great country. You know what? When I was there, my boy Michael Anderson, he lives on the outskirts of London, so the towns, walking into the pubs, everything. I mean, 200-300-year-old pubs, and you have to crouch down to walk in, then it opens up. Beautiful. I love that. I really do love that. Nice country, the UK. Yo, what's up, Dom? What's up, me and my strut pet? What's up? Good to see you're on. We have Sean or Sen. Much love, Dom, from South New Jersey. Much love to you too. A piece of New York, Dom. Queens in the building. We got Queens in the house, folks. I need those stock picks. Took a beating the second half of December. You and me both, brother or sister. Took a beating, but you know what? I went back to the grind today. I did a lot of trades in and out with Tesla. Made some good money. I went in and out with NVIDIA. And then I saw it dropped because it was hovering in anywhere from $2 to $4 today. One time it dropped to $1 something. I loaded up on it for a long play because that stock, I would say within the next 4 to 6 weeks should be taking off. Once it breaks through. Okay, once we get to the 140 point with it, and it breaks 144, it's going anywhere from 160 to 180, folks. It's going to take off. And the CEO will be talking, I think, next on Monday, talking about the company and what he has to say. If he says some key words, that's when the stock could take a run. So it's another good position, excuse me, to be in. And I also flipped out of Meta. Bought that quick. It popped. When it popped, I sold. If I would have held it a little bit longer, but my expiration was tomorrow. So I said, let me get out, take a little profit. And it's better to take out in green than red, that's for sure. So, but I'll be giving that. That'll be part of the coaching plan, the platforms. So when you come on, there'll be stock picks. We'll do maybe 1 or 2 picks a week. I'll give you some quick day trades. And then we'll do some longs as well. So to help everybody out. We have Jeff Evans. What's the latest with Gene Borrello? Gene's doing well. He's doing all right. He's bouncing all over. I spoke to him briefly. He's doing good. Cynthia, Joey Molino, the jockey. Yeah, and then we have Sniff, the jock strap with him. So we have them too. I have to crack some jokes. So Moshi boy, I'll tip my cup of hot tea to the EG vodka. Damn right. Excellent choice. Moshi boy, Dom, you's looking better, my friend. Yeah, I got eyebrows now. I'm all banged up though, you see. These are all where they took all the donor hairs, but it's all good. And I have my black eyes are going away. They're swollen too, see, in the corners. But it's all right. But everything's going to fall out, they said, after about a week and a half, and then it'll grow back and I'll heal up. With Cynthia A. Thank you. Salute. Come on, hit the button for Dom. Hit that like button, folks. Hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends. That's all I ask. Just do that. That makes me happy. Vicky, Happy New Year's to all. Happy New Year's to you too, Vicky. Wish you the best. Oh, we got Damon. What? You want to start with me, Damon? I'm ready. You know what? I'm going to go in the ring with you, MMA. I'm not going in the ring with you, MMA. You almost got me, though. I got to laugh at that. But thank you. Damon, the Omen. Treats, what's that? Treats versus Gene Borrello, main event. And do a main event with Eric Frost versus Dom. Co-main event, 10-round boxing coming soon. Damon, I want you. I want you in the boxing ring. Damon, you almost got me. I got to laugh at that, brother. I got to laugh at that. Listen, I want to go in the ring. I want to set everything up. If people will come on and do it, number one, Damon, I have to make sure I'm secure because what I did, yes, I ratted. It's disgusting. I don't hide from it. At the end of the day, I don't look for fights. I think this could be a great promotion doing something like that It's legitimate going in the ring. And somebody has frustrations. We have frustrations. I'm okay with that either way, shape, or form. And I know my capabilities, Damon. I know I'm not an MMA fighter. I didn't even know that you were professional. So thank God. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're in the lightweight division. So in a boxing ring, you know as well as I do, it's a mismatch. So it's going to be harder for me to hit you because I'm sure you're very quick. But boxing ring's a lot different. So I'm a heavyweight. I'm 230 pounds. Probably if I start training, I'll go in maybe 215, 220. You drop that body fat. But I definitely would have the advantage in a boxing ring because if I connect with one punch, you're gonna feel it. It's just the weight difference, and you know it is in fighting. But if I would went in the MMA, my problem would have been grappling. Not that I used to wrestle. Well, I went to judo as a kid, but I'm not number one professional. And once you get around me, you get me in an armbar or something. Maybe I could overpower it, but it's going to be difficult. Or getting the chokehold, you really can't overpower that. You're dead. So, and you're quick. You have to be quick. So, thank God I ain't open up my big mouth for that one. She would have definitely had that. But with the boxing, going back to that, I definitely want to do myself 2 matches in that one night. I'll start the event off, whether it be with Eric or somebody else in the Mafia. I would prefer more Mafia. I think it would be a higher headline. But I would do 2 3-minute rounds. I think that's good, because I'm not looking to burn out. And then my last fight, I want Michael Washwoman Mancuso. And I would be even willing at that point. And I only have a fight before that. So there's a possibility I could get knocked out. One never knows. Happened to anybody. Look what happened with Tyson in his younger day. Lost. Everybody thought he would never lose. So, and it would be hard for me to come back to fight at the end of the night. But I would fight Michael only using one hand. I'll let him pick right or left. Nothing's going to be tied, so I need the other hand to block. But only one hand I could throw punches with. That's how confident I am with him. And I want him to step up. To me, he's a stone cold punk. He won't do it. And you get him on board, I'm in. So people in the Bronx, let Michael Washwoman Mancuso know the challenge is out there for him. And it would have to be, we would do something in one of the civic centers in Orlando or Fort Lauderdale, Miami, where I know it's safe, or maybe even Valuetainment. Patrick, we could talk to him. He has a big compound there. As long as it's secure, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to walk into a lion's den, and neither are any of the other mob guys. So, we'll see. We'll see. I'll definitely be up to it. But much respect for you, Damon. Thank you for what it's worth. We have Sam the Man. Drink EG vodka responsibly, please. Absolutely. Drink any liquor responsibly, but especially EGV. We have Fallout. What's up, OG? What's your favorite EG flavor? Oh, and why? It depends what I'm drinking. I really like every time I'm out and I'm at a place that has the EG and I see people ordering vodka, I'll buy the bar. I'll buy them, chill it, and they all love it. So I like the plain. I like them all. If I want lemonade or a power drink, blueberry power drink, I'll use the rosemary lavender. It's a great mix. Earl Grey, like I said, espresso martinis or raspberry lemonade, or even the Moscow Mule. It's good with. So it just depends. It depends. But I like them all. They're very smooth. Damon Omen special event, Jeff Nadeau and James Proctor. Oh, you know what? The truth. That'd be a good one. Francisco Dom, is this story related to the French Connection? No. Not at all. French Connection had to do with Ace's father, Anthony Aiello. There was a lot of guys in there. Baldo Amato. I'll go through that another time, but that's a whole different group, the French Connection. So tomorrow, you know what? There's more guys we'll talk about. Maybe I'll bring up the other guys tomorrow. I'll do a part 2. We'll talk about Johnny Echoes. We'll talk about Herbie Sperling, who I knew. I was with him in Lewisburg, and it's a shame how much time he got. I'll go into a little bit about Anthony Bawat. We'll go into Donnie Tafaro. I'll go into a whole bunch more tomorrow about the Harlem drug dealers. Let's see what else we have. Real talk. Hope all is well all the time, brother. I.L. Gatto, Mrs. Cicale, happy freaking bonus. Happy New Year to you too, because I know what you're getting at. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I'm banged up. I actually had to take Benadryl today, so I started itching. You want to scratch? So I took some Benadryl, and I was like all woozied out, but it's a good thing. Tomorrow I go in, and they give me a wash, so at least I get out of the house tomorrow. Oh, we have continued Senator John Calandra, Guy Villela. You know what? We will talk about that on Wednesday. God, I'm just writing it down. V-I-B on Wednesday. Talk about some politicians on Wednesday in the Bronx. And you know what? I'm even going to bring up Mark Stagg, the Stagg group. So that's the perfect timing for it. And Mark Stagg. Because to me, after speaking to him, I'm going to tell everybody my feelings with that and what he did. So I put my fucking life on the line for this guy. And you shut the door on me. It's really, I think of things and then it festers. And I weigh things out a lot. What he did was a fucking scumbag move. Really. It really is for a legitimate guy. Scumbag move. And when I tell you, I put my life on the line for him. And this guy's a billionaire. A billionaire. So we'll talk about that too. Francisco, enjoy. Oh, Sam the man. Okay. Jeff Nadeau is the Diddy of the mob tube. You know what? That's not fair. I mean, even though the arguments I had with Jeff, I still like him. He does put out really good content. You know, some things I disagree with, which I'm entitled to. It's my opinion. But I like him. So everybody's different. Let's see. What do we have? Reaper 818. Dom, talk more about Oscar, the Armenian. We will talk about that on Thursday. How about that? Little Oscar. On Thursday, we'll talk about Oscar. Little, oh, well, next, I'm sorry, I got my days mixed up. Tomorrow's Friday, FRI. We have more drugs we'll talk about. And then we'll go, Thursday. Next Thursday, I have an appointment, so I won't be on. So let's do, I'll go we'll go this Saturday with Mark Stagg and the politicians. And then on Monday, we'll do a little Oscar. Okay. What else we have? Braden, Dominic, had a few shots of EG last night, and I had a great time. Even kissed Rocky and Roll RZA from the old neighborhood. I'm glad you had a good time. I really am. And I hope you did try it. It really is good. We have Cynthia. Only 44 people hit the like button. Come on. Come on, guys. Hit the like button. Damn. That's all right, Cynthia. It's all right. As long as you're on, that's all I care about. That's all. Daniel, Danny boy. Hey, Dom, Finland in the house. All the best to you and your family. Finland, much love and respect. The truth. Cynthia, let me guess. You want to date with Dom. You know what, Cynthia? You got one. If you're out here in Orlando, we'll go out. We'll have some EG. How about that? Definitely, definitely, definitely. Respectfully, though. I say that respectfully. We have AN. It kills him, Joey Molino. Get off of Joey's dick. Oh, my God. It doesn't kill me. I give the man props. What else? I'm not blowing him the way everybody is. I will never do that. I give him props. I say he is a gangster. He's not somebody not to underestimate. I talk about his charity work. Great work. The negative I talk about are things I don't like about him. And that's it. I'm entitled to it. So stop. Oh, my God. You people are just blowing him. Fuck. Well, that's where it gets me upset. Just blow jobs out there. Stop. Like, get off the guy's dick. Fuck. Hey, Dom, do you find it odd that Johnny Joe's son went into the life and not Vinny's sons? I guess they're two different people. Vinny always wanted his sons not to be in the life. I mean, he had his hands full with them, but he wanted them not to be into their life. He wanted better for his sons. He wanted them college. Vinny Jr. got his Series 7, folks. Like, a smart kid. And, he just wanted better for his kids like we all do. But, things happen. I guess Giant Joe, different mentalities. But, it is what it is at the end of the day, folks. It is what it is. Dom, I'll send email. Send it. Good evening. God bless. Yep. We have Cruz. Hello. The color in the background really attracts to click on. A great job on how time in prison. Oh, how much time did I do in prison altogether? A little over 20 years altogether. From the time I was, I think, 23. 22, getting locked up, and then from I'd say 23 to 32, it was only 4 months, and then the second bid was another 9-year bid. So three bids I did. So I was sentenced. My first 7 years, took a 7-year plea, 10-year found guilty at trial, and then the judge gave me 10 years on this last one. So I put my time in, that's for sure. Brandon, ain't nothing but respect. Thank you. I appreciate that. And people, you could say negative things. I'm okay with that. Just if it's right, and I agree, I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Can't please everybody in life. That's one thing, and I know that. LOL, forget about it. Yes. That's why he smacked you with a gun. I have no idea what you're talking about, AN. So, we have Dig a Door Kicker. AN, why don't you confront Dom face to face? Put it on YouTube. Leave it alone. I'm going to block him in another minute if he keeps it up. So, AN, so why are you going to let me block you? Shout out to Vinny. Vinny is a stand-up guy. Give it to you, AN. Very good. Vinny is a stand-up guy. Shout out to him. And you know what? I even stuck up for him when John Gotti tried to say Vinny was going to do an innocent proffer, like John Gotti did, ratting. So I said, hell no. Hell, that would never happen. Never in a million years. So Vinny is 1,000% stand-up, and it breaks my heart he's doing life. And that's it. So it really does. You can't take just because I chose a different path Doesn't mean I don't care for the guy or his family. So just is what it is. William Carter, YouTube Gangster Fight Club. That's what it is. 3 fights every week plus an invite, only battle royal at the end of the night. I'm telling you, major views to be had. Absolutely, you're right, William. Absolutely. Without a doubt, 100%. Dom, you say you say none of them are involved. I have no idea what you're talking about. Cynthia, we love you, Dom. Love you too, Cynthia. Thank you for always being here, being on the show. You're one of always here supporting. Thank you. You, the German, everybody, really everybody. Moji Boy. Have a lot of good followers. Thank you. Ryan Brown, you too. Thank you for the contribution. Dom, any more Joey Cupcake story? He definitely has his own style. Those glasses, LOL. Oh, Joey Cupcakes is a damn character. Oh my God, back in the day, the stuff he used to wear, ridiculous. But I'll tell more stories with Joey clubbing and going out. Whose family did Dom destroy? Well, the Bascianos. I took the father off the street. Mikey Washwoman, he's just, to me, he's blowjob, so I care about him. But it was Vinny was the hardest thing. That's basically the family I destroyed. And then Anthony Aiello, Anthony Donato, really I loved them all. Loved them all. I was close with them, but I was tired. Bruno. But Bruno's an idiot too. He's in the cell. Bruno's in the cell with Nicholas Piscotti, who's from Mulberry Street. Knew Bruno growing up as a kid. And Bruno was telling him about the murder we did with Frank Santoro. PJ wound up cooperating on him. So another one, but I'm bad. Question. Joey Molino keeps saying that he is out of the life. Do you think he's out of it? Do you think he's out, or do you doubt it? Number one, there is word he did get shelved, and that's an embarrassment in itself. Just his pride alone. Listen, I gotta commend him. If that's true, he did get shelved, which seems like he did. Pride, oh my God, I wouldn't be able to look. I'd be so embarrassed. I wouldn't let it happen. I would have went to war with everybody. But then again, what he did going on social media, that's what caused it. It's a no-no in Cosa Nostra. See, folks, why I say it's a no-no, you have to understand Cosa Nostra, you're not supposed to go talk to media, you're not supposed to talk to the press. Now with social media, you're not supposed to be going on social media, especially talking, speaking, telling stories, telling gambling bets, whatever. It's a no-no. You're a made guy. It's a no-no. What that does, look what happened. Everybody came at Joey. Everybody, myself included. So you have people coming at him talking shit. It opens it up. It gives more exposure. Law enforcement's watching this shit. They're on top of it, and it's just bad. It's bad. You don't want that. You don't see me talking about Genovese crime family bosses. You don't see them coming on with YouTube channel. Colombo, Gambino, Lucchese, Bonanno. You don't see them coming on. But Michael Washwoman, bitch-ass nose Mancuso did have a girl call me up. Did have somebody call me up. So we'll go into that at a later date. That's it. That's his MO. Go to the women. Let me tell the women to do it, because he's a bitch boy. He's a little bitch boy. He looks like a despicable me. That's what he looks like, the character. So let's see. We have what's with Joey wearing Louis Vuitton? Joey is Joey Star. He's just too much. He is definitely too much. Robert De Niro is gonna get whacked. Oh no. Did you mean De Niro? So I don't know. Let's see. Do you think John Panisi is an honest man? I don't know him. I've heard things about him, not in a good light when he was out there. So I never ran into him. He seems like a nice guy, the way he speaks. He's too monotone for me. He tries, and I hear he has a temper. So I keep it real, folks. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't have to be a phony. I could take my vocabulary on different levels if I want. I try to keep it standard. And then you'll hear me when I do get upset. Gangster can come out of me, but I don't know the guy, so I can't tell you. AN, you told me to find the husband. How about minding your own business? Cynthia, don't even inject. It's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. If he keeps up, I'll just block him. Ryan Brown, thank you again for the contribution. Dom, you should get a Cameo account. I have no idea what it is. I'll try to see. I'll look at it, hook it up, but not into all this tech. You know what? I have that StreamYard to split the screen. I still don't know how to goddamn do it because Joe would have been on tonight. I was just speaking to him too. So we have Pat. Panisi should have never been made. Was a non-factor in the streets. Listen, he's with the Lucchese's. Lucchese's is really, they're weak. After Gas Pipe and Vicar Musso, there weren't Matty Madonna's loudmouth. He had to go get a black guy to kill an Italian. You know, it's just I don't believe in that. We do something, we keep it in our family. That's what Cosa Nostra is about, not sub it out to somebody. But Matty's always been like that. Matty did the same thing with Sally Larker Sr. Had a black guy go in the candy store to shoot him, to kill him. Didn't kill him, but you know, it's just I don't believe in that. Enzo, Dom, knowing what you know, let me get this straight. Hold on, because it's skipping on me. Dominic, knowing what you know, if you were never in the life, would you ever go partners with a wise guy in a legitimate business? Me, myself, okay. If I was never a made guy, but I was still a street guy, absolutely. Absolutely, because I was a man. They would never get over on me. I wouldn't allow it. And that's it. I don't give a fuck button, captain, boss. They're not going to get over on me. That's for sure. I would not voice my dislike if they tried to screw me. I would keep it quiet. Wouldn't tell anybody. I'd play dum-dum. Dominic the Donkey I would be. Wouldn't say anything, but believe I would probably go if they robbed me, took me out of money, screwed me over big time. I'd play stupid, like I didn't know, and I'd set him right up. So to either rob him, go in his house, and then I'd take him out. And that's what I would do. But I don't care like that. If I'm a street guy now, if I was legitimate, no, I would not go into bed with a wise guy. It depends on, no, I shouldn't say that. Depends on the person, the circumstances. Somebody like Sally Avellino, Vinny was fair out there. I got to give him that. He was fair. Somebody like Michael Washwoman, hell no. Always going to have his hand out, not doing anything. But Vinny would bring you business, have people come to you. And when he knows his limits, as long as you do the right thing, he'd be all right. So it depends. Depends on the person. Roadrunner. Shoot. It skipped on me, Roadrunner. Let me find you. Okay, Roadrunner. Hi, Dom. I watched your interview with Ross Kemp. You know what? I didn't even see it. Could you send me the link? I didn't see the interview. Hi, Dom. I watched your interview with Ross Kemp. Loved it. Much respect to you, Dom. Happy New Year. Pete from England. Pete, thank you so much. Please email it to me. Send me the link. I want to see it. I didn't see it. Ross was a hell of a guy. All the people were really, really nice. Dom, what's for dinner? I think I have panine, or something waiting. I know there's rice and beans, so I love my rice and beans. I like all food, folks. I like Mexican. I like Italian. I like Cuban. I like Puerto Rican. I love my food. Chinese, Thai, sushi. I love all foods. Turkish, Pakistani food. I love Pakistani food. Excellent. All foods. I love everything. There's very few. Now, there's some dishes I won't eat or I don't like. I tried, but I'll try everything. Kevin, Nikki S. That's the sauce Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. Timothy, thank you for the contribution. Why do the feds move prisoners constantly? Good question, Timothy. The feds, listen, I was on my first bid in federal prison. I did 9.5 years. I went through about maybe 11 different institutions. Why? I was just being me, a guy. Female officers I was going with. I went with psychiatrists, school teachers that would come in, females, just moving around, doing my thing. They shipped me to all different institutions. And it got so much, I started knowing the marshals. They're like, you again, Cicale? What the hell did you do now? Who'd you go with? I'm like, listen, I'm in my youth. I'm young. I'm in my 20s. I see a piece of ass in jail, a female officer, counselor, whatever it may be. I'm trying to hit on it. And, I was successful. I got to give credit, but I call it cattle moving, because there was times when I first went to Lewisburg, you're going from Miami to Pennsylvania on the plane, Con Air. They usually stop in Atlanta. So they take me from, listen to this one. This is funny. From Miami to Atlanta, people get on. I'm still on the plane. Then they take the plane. They might stop in Virginia, North Carolina. Then from there, I'm like, okay, I'm going to Lewisburg. All of a sudden, we're landing. I'm like, where the fuck are we? Oklahoma City. They have a transfer station there. They put you in Oklahoma City. You're there for about a week, 2 weeks. Then from there, they ship you to Lewisburg. What a waste. But it's cattle moving. It justifies. They get a certain amount of money in the budget. Trump, it's called wasteful spending. Wasteful spending. Got to stop BOP and wasteful spending. So that's another one. So that's why they move you all around. A lot of times it's bullshit. They could do it direct, boom, all along the lines and schedule it the right way. They would have to shut down half the facilities. With that, folks, people, have a great evening. Thank you for tonight. Tomorrow will be part 2. We're going to talk about the heroin trafficking in Harlem with some of the heavier hitters. Anthony Buat, Herbie Sperling, Matty Madonna. Those were 3 heavyweights back in the day in Harlem. So we'll go into that tomorrow. And there's a lot more. Johnny Echoes. I mean, there's a list of about 10 guys we'll be talking about. One last one, since I see this is a long one from Larry. Saw 5 huge drones last night flying over my house out Jersey, Vineland. I used to live out by Vineland. I lived in Rosenhain, heading towards east, towards AC. Any opinion on the constant occurrences? Something's definitely going on, folks. It's definitely going on. I'll look into it. I'll ask around, and we'll see what comes up. Pat Conti, much love and respect to you, brother. If it's the Pat Conti I'm thinking. Take care, Philly Bob, Cynthia, much love and respect. People, Mr. Bob, 871 Dom, did you ever go to AC with Vinny? No, Vinny was barred from AC. My brother was a bartender there. I was just in AC maybe about 7-8 months ago. People, much love. Wish everybody the best. Have a great evening. Until tomorrow, see you again tomorrow. We'll talk about the heavy hitters in Harlem, the heroin trade, live at 5 tomorrow. Peace out. Thank you.